Hi,
Yeah, hi
hi.
sir. Hi.
Uh, yeah, hi Shvu, can you please turn on your video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Briefly tell me about your past experience.
Yes, sir. Um, Actually, I have a total 5.11 experience in IT company, and I in development first company my is Artec. So it is role is my profile is admin. So for management, and I started my work in Pragat Akshay Urja. Its first technology is Angular 4. So 1.5 year I have experience in Angular 4, and then I switch in React JS because after that I got married in 2018. So that time I switch on the Pune. So I just it's for it was for better opportunity in React JS for mine. So that time I joined the Nexen IT company in React JS. So total in React JS I have 2 year experience, and I have done 3 project in React JS. So currently this 3 project almost has e-commerce projects. So I have done 3 project in React JS. So my current company is Logixel Solution Private Limited. So I have done 2 project in this company. So first project is Office Army and Air Force return process project. So this is almost I worked in Material UI and hooks, and backend Spring Boot. So sometimes I worked with backend team also, and Oracle database is using. And second project is a triple B. So first project is duration only for 6 months. So this is almost has completed but not released due to COVID. So in January month they will release. And there are 3 roles in our project. So admin, associates, and supervisor. So एक मिनट है ना, मैं इंटरव्यू दे रही हूँ, यहाँ मत आइएगा आप। So first, any customer purchase online product, so they can return any product for any reason, that is a damage a product or quality is not good. So they can return their project. So once we are login, uh, click on the login page. So admin is all authority for, they can see the vendor list, master list, and product list also. So once he can log in, then go to the search order search page. In order search page, they are searched by the order ID, and here is the advanced search also. Advanced search, we are giving a text boxes, we can search by name and zip code also, and state also. Then after we can click on the search button. So it will go to the next page, order detail page. Here it will show all the orders detail related to order ID. Then once you click on the next button, so it will go to the return process page. Return process page means there are some reason code also in drop down. There are some disposition code, and every product we can create a pallet ID. So disposition code means when you select a disposition, so A means if any customer return your process, so where you keep their product, in inventory store, in salvage, or you can put on the damage also. So this is the disposition code. So if you can select D for damage, so you can um, damage their product, or you can give any salvage, or you can give any vendor where you have to purchase from their product. So this is the main, this is the return process page, and you can select the quantity, how many quantity you want to return. And then
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Yeah. So I only want to know briefly about what your journey is. So
okay,
yeah, thanks for that.
okay sir.
So, uh, can you rate yourself in technologies like HTML5 out of 10?
HTML5, sir, I have only knowledge, not I didn't work HTML5 or CSS3. Only I have a knowledge in HTML. 5
Okay.
and CSS3.
So you have used any other version of CSS or HTML, or you have not worked on that?
No, only core CSS and HTML we are using. Yeah. Actually, Material UI based our project, so that time we are using Material UI and CSS, simple CSS.
Okay. And in JS and ES6,
Yes, ES6 we are using.
so how much you will rate yourself like in 10?
In JavaScript,
Yes.
um, 7.5.
And ES6?
ES6 we are using some arrow function, mainly we are using arrow function and structuring and spread operator.
Okay.
Hmm.
In React.js?
React.js, so same 7.5 or 8.
Okay. And have you also worked on Redux?
Redux, I have a 6-month experience only.
So you have also used middleware, any Thunk or Saga or
Saga.
Simple Redux? Okay.
In current project triple B we are using, but Hafiz we are not using any middleware Redux.
Okay. So let's start with uh, HTML and CSS basics.
Okay.
So do you know about the difference between local storage and session storage?
Yes, sir. Actually, we are using mainly for local storage for storing our data and fetching from the local storage. So that time when we are using a local storage, so when we uh, close our tab, so in local storage data has gone until we are not manually clear the value. So this is the local storage, we are get the item and set the item in the local storage. And session storage we are not using session storage. Why? Because once you close the tab, shut down your tab, because data is available in your the session storage. So local storage we are using in our project.
Okay. Do you know about the difference between web worker and service worker?
No, sir.
Have you used SVGs?
So this is the feature of HTML5, I think, SVG.
Actually, SVG is an image extension.
Image extension, yes. Yeah. No, sir, actually there is no image extension we are using.
Okay.
Hmm.
So in CSS, you have used positions.
Yes, sir.
So what are the different type of positions you have used?
Sir, we are using relative and absolute position mainly, but there are 5 position in the CSS: fixed, absolute, and static. So relative and absolute we are using in our project mainly. Sometimes, not
What
sometimes
is
we
the
are using.
difference between relative and absolute?
Absolute is just take as a parent reference. For example, here we are using a given div 1 and div 2. So if we are using position absolute, so div 2 is just overlap in the div 1 like a parent element. So or we can set the top, right, and bottom for top, right, bottom, and left position we can set. But in relative, it just relative is we are not taking the parent reference, so we just move, and we can set the top, right, bottom, and left position. So for example, we are using like a printer drop down and printer icon, so that time we are using a relative position.
Okay, so like position absolute behaves based
La-
on the uh,
Parent
parent.
reference, yes.
Yeah. So like if we don't provide any parent as a relative property,
Hmm.
so how it will work? Will it work or not?
Yes, sir, it will work because we there is a some top, right, bottom is there. Now we can set this one also. It will work.
So
Hmm.
how it will work? Like there is a web page. at the very center of the web page, there is an element I have provided its position as absolute,
Hmm.
top left, top 0 and left 0.
Okay.
So where it will be placed?
Top 0 and bottom 0.
Top 0 and left 0.
So top 0 and left 0. That's
Yes.
it. Position. That's it.
Position is absolute.
Position is absolute. There is no any parent.
No parent.
Top 0 and left 0. So they are fixed in their position, left hand side.
Like at the very middle of the screen, it will go to the left hand side. Like there are two sections of a web page. One is the top section,
Hmm.
which goes till middle, and second is the bottom section, which starts from middle and ends at the bottom. Okay.
Okay.
So in the second section, I have an element whose position is absolute, top 0, left 0.
Okay.
So it will stick to the middle section at very top and left, right?
Hmm. Okay. So,
Okay. Do you know about box model?
yes, sir.
Uh, yeah, elaborate.
Box model actually we are using. For example, we are giving a some printer drop down. So in mockup we are using inside a border the drop down list, and after the border is some icon. So that time we are using a box model for decorating or designing our border. So we are using some width and height of the border and border radius also. So that time we are using a box model.
Okay. So can we move on to JS now?
Okay.
Do you know about the difference between call, bind, and apply?
uh, yes, sir. Call, bind and apply method actually when we are giving any object where obj is equal to key and value name, so that time same we are using call method. So call method just take as a object and if you want to given any value it just separate by the comma. And but when we are using a apply method is same, just like take as an object, but it is separate by a array square bracket if you want to give an any value. And um, bind method is just return a function. So in our react we are using a bind method for binding a method and return a function. So this is the difference of call, apply and bind method.
Uh, have you worked on promises?
Yes, sir. Actually, our project is
Why we use promises?
promises actually handle a asynchronous operation only for once time it is success or failure. Every time we are calling our XJS call, so XJS is returning a promise. So our project is a server side rendering project. So when API is called, so we are using a XJS, and from if any API got failed, now for example we are a login, once the user gave the username and password and click on login button, so if there is a wrong username or password, so it just go to the next page. So if it is fail, it means it fails. So it fails means it just go to the catch is API get failed or API failed. If it is success, just go to the next page, order search page. So it just resolve and reject. Resolve means it is success, otherwise reject means it's fail. So promise is handled by dot then method.
But if we will, if the promise will throw reject, then will it go to the next phase?
Next phase means dog catch method. We are showing some message also, API call failed or this one.
Okay. So what is difference between const, let, and where?
Cons, let and where actually before ES6 features, so that time we are using a where keyword. It is not, it is a scope of global scope of the where keyword. It means when we are using a where keyword, it is not a security purpose. So in ES6 feature are using let and const. So let const keyword when we are using, we cannot reassign any value. It is a just constant. And let keyword in ES6 features where is a block scope of code. So this is the main purpose of the ES6 feature, let and const, and instead of where.
So can we update the values of const?
mm, Const, if we are defined once, so we cannot define again, we cannot.
No, like there is an object inside a const. So can we update the value of a object?
Yeah, if object, so we can update. Yeah, if we are
We can
using can. Hmm?
can we remove a key also from the
In
object?
object, yes, delete keyword.
Okay. Do you know about event delegation and event bubbling?
Event bubbling I know, sir. Event delegation I don't know.
Okay. What is event bubbling?
Event bubbling is just from child to parent, or we can say that just inner element just go to the outer element, like a div1, div2, div3. So if there are some button in div3, if you want to click, so it just go to the div2 and div1. So inner element traverse in the outer element.
So how can we resolve it?
Event bubbling,
Yes.
event handling, through event handling.
Okay. Mm, so like we want to like we have an object. I want it to be immutable. How can we do it?
Immutable means we cannot change.
Yes.
mm, Through the set item in object, this one we want to update.
Okay. Let's move on to React.js.
Okay.
So how to prevent re-rendering in functional as well as class-based component?
Re-rendering the component through pure component.
Any other way?
And yeah, pure component is just avoiding the re-rendering the component, or memo.
Okay. But memo is for functional component.
Yes, memo is called functional component.
So, and pure
It's
component
for class component.
is class based.
Yeah.
So we don't want to use pure component. We don't want to include memo.
Okay.
Is there any other way?
mm, no,
Have you heard about use effect hook?
use effect, yes sir. Yes.
Okay. And should component render
Should
in
component
class?
update lifecycle method? Should component render?
Yes.
Should component render? I don't know, sir. Should component update lifecycle? I heard about it.
Yes. So should component update if you will return false, it will prevent re-rendering.
Okay.
So why we use fat arrow function in React?
Arrow function, this is ES6
Yes.
features.
Yes. So why we use arrow function in React.js? Like whenever you call any event,
Hmm.
so you must have used arrow function.
Yes,
Why we use it?
because it's just binding the method, and arrow function we are using, uh, there are less of code, and it binding a method also in arrow function we can use in JSX also. So
Okay. So like I have a series of component, like several tree of component. I want first tree uh, to give data to 10th tree,
hmm.
and 10th element will make some changes and then return it back to first one. How can we do it in React?
First of all we can do through the context we are using,
Okay.
because context we are using from passing data component 1 to component 10 through the provider and consumer, and get back to the through the event handler from child to parent.
Okay. Any other way?
Or I think context and event handling, sir, we can use. And HOC, no, HOC is not using. Hmm.
And do you know about render prop?
Yeah, render props also. Yes, sir. Render props.
What it does?
Render props, it means if you passing any data from one component to another, so that time in same data you are passing, so this is using a render keyword, render keyword. So this is for, and context also is using. In our project we are using a context.
Okay. So can we use multiple reducers in Redux?
Multiple reducers, yeah, we can, yeah, we can use, but we didn't use in our project multiple reducers.
Okay. So why we say like state is immutable in Redux?
Redux, because Redux mainly for use state management.
No, but we say na like initial state is immutable in case of Redux. Have you heard about this?
Initial state is immutable. Actually, that time store has changed, so that time is state has changed. But when we are giving any initial value in reducer, so it is a immutable. Without store has changed update.
Okay. Yeah, so that's all from my end. Do you have
Okay.
any question?
No, sir. No, sir. I have done.
Okay, so thanks for the time. Further, HR will get in touch with you for further process.
Okay, sir. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.